So as we enter week 3 of the NFL season, one thing that seems to be pretty consistent among all power rankings is the Miami Dolphins are somewhere around number 2, 3, or 4. They've started 2-0 and everybody seems to be happy. Now, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, or I don't want to be the guy that just bitches for the sake of bitching, but I would like to point out that the last time the Miami Dolphins started a season 2-0 and won a playoff game was in 1999, Dan Marino's last year. It's been a while since we were able to have, let's just say, happiness and joy in September that extended even into December, let alone January. A couple of interesting things about that year. That was the season that Dan Marino got hurt and missed a bunch of games before coming back to a 5-interception performance against the Cowboys on Thanksgiving that he was clearly not ready to go, but Jimmy Johnson forced him out there anyway. We also were 8-2 when Dan Marino came back and finished that year 9-7. Damon Heward had actually gone 4-1 as the starter. Not that I'm blaming Marino. But the point is that if you're a Miami Dolphins fan, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But just go ahead and fool us every year, why don't you? I'd rather be the guy bitching and complaining that we're 2-0, but it doesn't mean anything, than the other guy who says the Dolphins are the best team in the NFL. We're going to win the Super Bowl for sure. We've been here, done that. I love this team. I believe in this team. And I hope and I pray and I pray and I hope that this year is going to be different. But we do that every year. Last year it was a 3-0 start, which, by the way, that 1999 season, week 3 we had a bye, and our week 4 opponent, the same team as this year's week 4 opponent, the Buffalo Bills. Now, we're going to know sooner than later if this Miami Dolphins team is for real. And I know some of you might just be saying, don't be so negative. You got to be positive. Well, we've tried that for decades around here, and it really hasn't worked. So while you all might want to think the Dolphins are the best team in the NFL and certainly in the AFC, I'm going to continue to question them and just say one thing to them. Prove it. If you want me to believe, all you got to do is keep winning. Go out there in January and maybe even February and just prove it to us and shut me the hell up.